Hey there YouTube, Tiki here. Today I'm going to do a thrift store book haul. This is number 3. I went to the thrift store yesterday and I got about 6 books, 3 hardcovers and 3 paperback. So let's just get started. And I'll tell you if it's what book it's in the series or if it's a standalone. First you got Lord Savage by Mia Gabrielle. This is the first book in the Savage trilogy. It says, once trapped in a loveless, pleasureless marriage, Evelyn Hart leaves her home in New York for the glittering ballrooms of London. When she arrives, she meets the Earl of Savage, a dark, powerful man who seems to live up to his name. Despite his noble trappings, he's also a man who can possess her with just one look. Soon Evelyn finds herself pulled in Savage's world, a world of passion and seductive games, unlike any she have ever experienced. Evelyn's heart is captured with no hope of escape, but can they overcome the tortures of the past together? Savage never imagined someone like Evelyn walking into his life. As soon as he sees her, he knows he must have her, no matter the cost. So that just sounded interesting to me. And it's on the front, it says, in or out of the bedroom, he's the man in London who cannot be tamed. So it just sounded pretty interesting to me. So it's like, I guess it's like romance. The second book of the paperback is Jack and the Geniuses at the Bottom of the World by Bill Nye and Gregory Moan. I just had to have it because it was from Bill Nye, and I grew up watching Bill Nye Science Guy. So, this is actually the first book of the Jack and Geniuses series, and it says in the back, Jack and his foster siblings, Ava and Matt, are not your typical kids. They are geniuses, while Ava and Matt are. Ava speaks multiple languages and builds robots for fun, and Matt is an expert astronomer and math whiz. As for Jack, it's hard to stand out when surrounded by geniuses all the time. Things get more complicated when the trio starts working for Dr. Hank Witherspoon, one of the most leading scientists. They travel to Antarctica with Hank for a prestigious award ceremony, but they quickly find that not all as it seems. A scientist has gone missing. It's up to Jack, Ava, and Matt to find her and discover who's behind it all. So yeah, it just sounded interesting to me, and it's I guess this is kind of like a 2D kid book, I guess. But what can you do? It's always fun reading, books like this. And the last paperback book is a Jodi Picoult, by Jodi Picoult. This is Handled with Care. And a blurb on here from Stephen King is, Picoult writes with unassuming brilliance. This is a standalone, so I'll read the back. Every unexpected parent will tell you that they don't want a perfect baby, just a healthy one. Charlotte and Sean O'Keefe would have asked for a healthy baby too, if they'd been given the choice. Instead, their lives are consumed by sleepless nights, mounting bills, and pitying stares of luckier parents. And maybe worst of all, the what-ifs. What if their child had been born healthy? but it's all worth it because Willow is, well, funny as it seems, perfect. She's smart as a whip on her way to being as pretty as her mother, kind, brave, and for a 5-year-old, an unexpectedly deep source of wisdom. Willow is Willow in sickness and in health. Everything changes, though, after a series of events forces Charlotte and her husband to confront the most serious what-ifs of all. What if Charlotte should have known earlier of Willow's illness? What if things could have been different? What if their beloved Willow had never been born? To do Willow's justice, Charlotte must ask herself these questions and one more. What constitutes a valuable life? So yeah, now for the hardbacks. Raven. This is a standalone. This is by Alison Van Dypen. So yeah, it says she wants him. Zen dresses with fire in every step, speaks in a honey sweet voice, and sees with eyes that can peer into your soul. Nicole's friendship with him is the only thing that saves her from the boredom of school and the turmoil of her family life. It's no wonder she is madly in love with him, but she can't understand why he keeps her at a distance, even though she can feel his soul reaching out for hers. Zen is like no man Nicole has ever met, and he carries with him a very old secret. When Nicole uncovers the truth, her love may be the only thing that can save him from it. So yeah, and it says on the back, the door that was always closed is opening, and I am consumed. I don't know if a full minute goes by that I don't think of him, that I don't replay how it feels to have his hand brush mine, his eyes look my way, and yet he's hiding still. He talks as if my feelings for him are in the past, as if he couldn't possibly be relevant now that I know the truth about him. But I don't have the kind of power over how I feel, and if he doesn't know that, he's blind. From Raven. So yeah, it just sounded interesting to me, so it'll probably be a good read. The next book is Later Gator by Lauren Miracle. This is actually a text. This is actually the third book in the Internet Girls series. Oh, so it's kind of like text messages form, which is pretty cool. So the first book in this series is Talk to You Later and TTFN. So next and last book is this honker of a chunker book. It's a hardcover, of course. So this is 3 novels in one. Hellfire, The Unwanted, and Sleepwalker by John Saul. So these are all standalones. So I'll read each blurb of each. Hellfire, The Unwanted, and Sleepwalker. So I'll read each one. Westover's old mill hides a horrifying act behind iron doors that slammed shut a century before. The 11 youngsters caught within those doors faced a fierce inferno, just as the secretive townspeople must now face a long overdue vengeance. And that's for Hellfire. The Unwanted says, when her mother dies in a violent accident, 16-year-old Cassie Winslow goes to live with her father's new family. Her increasingly bizarre dreams lead her to discover the frightening psychic forces of the Unwanted. Sleepwalker. A sleepy New Mexico town becomes the scene of nightmares that appear deathly real to their victims. But what or who is the source of these psychic attacks? Appearances are definitely deceiving in John Saul's world. Stories are set in typical all-American towns, but well-woven plots reveal an eerie array of characters that were deeply secrets, their unspeakable past hide unravaging evils and warrant terrifying justice. The spine-tingling novels in this volume prove that John Saul's talents for writing suspense fiction stands unequaled. So yeah, that was just like another, like a blurb about what his book's about. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to hold since it's, you know, a big, thick hardcover, but what can you do? Handle with care book. I found this bookmark. They don't charge, the thrift stores don't charge you extra for the books, so, or this bookmark if they see it in there. So which is good. So I love this bookmark since it's a wolf. But yeah, that's it for this haul. And Tiki out.